Recently, we took a day trip to Bao, a small town about 1 hour drive from Kuching. There are several places to visit when we come to Kuching, and around this area, namely Fairy Cave, Wind Cave, the Rock Maze Garden, Serikin, and Bao Ling Shan Temple. We left Kuching in the morning, and the first place we wanted to visit was the Fairy Cave. After purchasing the tickets, we had to climb several concrete steps to reach the cave's main entrance. Fairy Cave Nature Reserve is located near Bao and is a magnificent limestone rock formation. It is the largest cave entrance in Kuching area and dated back to approximately 60 million years ago. We climbed through a narrow passage to enter the main chamber of the fairy cave, and that is where the first trail, the Twilight Trail, began. We could see there were lots of beds on top of the cave. The vast cavern was filled with beautiful rock formations. The Chinese community believed Fairy Cave was the home for the Chinese god and goddess, and in particular, a stalagmite structure resembles Guan Yin, the goddess of mercy statue, is here. Managed to see two small swiftlets in the nest.
Stalagmite and the stalactite join up become the columns. So the river was actually flowing through between the two curtains. And millions years later on, this will be closed up.
Our next destination is the Bao Ling Shan Temple. The temple is about 3 kilometers from Bao town. And in 2004, a devastating tsunami hit Sri Lanka, causing immense damage and loss of life. And amidst the widespread destruction, there are several Buddha statues were discovered to have survived the disaster. And it's believed that the Buddha statue in Bao Ling Shan Temple is one of those that drifted to Sarawak after the tsunami.
Give this place for the Buddhist followers to worship.
Our plan is to visit Wind Cave after lunch, so with a little time in between, we decided to go to Serikin, a small town located at the border of Indonesia and Malaysia. The Serikin market operates only on weekends from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and the market is mainly run by Indonesian traders who come across the border to set up the stores. And they are permitted to enter without any official documents, but still, their movements are restricted to this market only and cannot be entered further than the Pondok Police, that is the police station. The market occupies a long stretch of stores on both sides of the main road, and they sell many Indonesian products including handcraft, clothing, batiks, toys, carpets, electronics, rattan furniture and fruits and many other things. Although the prices of the goods are very competitive, and we found that it's still better to negotiate to get the best deals.
This one.
We had a quick lunch at a food court for some local food and then head to the wind cave. Inside the cave was a spectacular sight of bats flying on the roof of the cave. And there are other small insects and creatures too.
Insects are normally inside. Here insects are flying.
That's why they stay here.
Insects. We also spotted some swiftlets in the cave. Also, we found some unique rock formation known as scallop on limestone. We followed the boardwalk with yellow reflective stickers. And eventually, we reached the end of the cave passage, where the small cave stream had joined with the Sarawak River, a tributary of Sarawak River. Then we walked through the jungle trail and eventually entered the fossil trail. These are ancient mollusca fossils, indicate that the limestone in this area was formed under the sea around 170 million years ago.
So right now I can see all the lines.
So we have concluded our cave visit and now going to the rock garden. The Purple Rock Maze Garden is a natural limestone formation behind a Chinese temple called Shi Huang Gong.
Yeah.
So-called nature phenomenon.
So who owns this place? Is somebody owns it, or it is public? It's now owned or managed by the temple.
By the temple.
Uh-huh.
Here is the dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
Looks like
Uh-huh.
how they take photo.
There were also some wood fossils that stuck within the rocks. Rock formation called Mini Five Fingers Mountain, Kuching Shan. And there's another rock formation that looks like a dinosaur, whereby most other rock formations resemble a mini pinnacles.
It's like a palm, like a hand, 5 finger, 5隻手指護住。
Walking between the rocks was surreal, particularly because now it's cloudy and drizzling during this visit. The moss is grown on the side of the rocks. After our trip to the caves, we quickly stopped at a Sinyawan night market before heading back to Kuching. Market features many stores, but most are food stores. And the locals in these areas are mostly Bidayu and Chinese, which is reflected in the types of food they serve and the design of the buildings. Maybe the feel of an old Chinese village. try the local pitcher plant rice, which is very much like the Chinese rice dumpling.
他说他拿了，他要买。他要照相，可是我自己照的，他是想爱说我烧不烧现在。
And besides that, there's another store making the famous bamboo chicken on the spot. We enjoy the local food here before we return to Kuching.
板寿 huge 板寿。
Overall, it is a day trip worth your time. The Wind Cave and the Fairy Cave are the highlights, but the Rock Gardens is another hidden gem. I hope you enjoyed this video and will give you an idea of where to go if you are in Kuching. Bye for now, and I'll see you in another video. Meanwhile, keep exploring and enjoy your holiday.